Guys, how are you? We're back. We're gonna wrap up because YouTube was trying to block blessings and we're not having it. So waiting for you guys to come back on. Thank you so much. But I want to wrap up where we ended so that we can, talk about sort of next steps, so that you guys can get clear and answer some questions as well. Hi, Alamide. Yes, we're back. What? We're gonna be great today. Awesome. So, okay, so I was talking about sort of my formula for building a six-figure business, and it's very simple. So I want to share with you guys. Waiting for Anshar. I see the dance party going on. Waiting for you guys to come on. Hi, Dinion. Dinio, how are you? How are you? Good to see you guys. Okay, I'm just trying to catch up in where we dropped off so that we can follow next steps and answer whatever questions you guys have about purposeful personal branding and how you need to think about it moving forward, so that you can get to do the thing that you love. Oh, let me mute this. I'm sorry. So that you can get to do the thing that you love, help people, and make money unapologetically, doing it for as long as you want, and you get to do all the things that transform your life and the life of others. So here's one of my strategies that I use to build a multiple six-figure business. My network. Very simple. And so here's something I learned when I was 18 or 19, and I had gone to some beauty events. And after the experience, the person there gave us a pen and paper, and she said, did you enjoy the experience? I said, yes. She asked a bunch of questions, and she said, okay, if you enjoyed it, do you think any of your friends will enjoy it? I was like, of course. And she said, can you share with me their phone number? And we didn't really do email then, so it was their phone number and their name. And I said, sure. And I've been using that formula since then. So here's what I do. Every time I create or have an experience with a client, I immediately, and I say within 24 hours, because here's how it works. In 24 hours, you send an email to the person who just had that great experience with you, with, thanking them for the, hopefully that they use the things that you taught them. And then you also want to ask, how was the experience for them? There's a couple of questions you ask, and I'll share with you the link so that you can download that exact swipe file, because I don't think the She Leads Africa team has it. They have the other stuff for brand positioning. But so within 24 hours, you want to send an email. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Hey, Team She Leads. You want to send an email saying, thank you for experiencing my product, service, whatever it is, and ask a series of questions. There's particular questions you ask. And then you want to ask, since you enjoyed this process, do you have 3 friends who you would like to go through the process to? And you ask for first name or last name, for their name, email, and phone number. And then you sign off saying, thank you, I look forward to working with you again. Okay, I'll explore that, definitely, Dinu, no problem. So that's one. And then what you want to do is you want to make sure that you put in there that for them to respond within the next 48 hours. And here's why. Psychologically speaking, because they just had a great experience with you, they're more likely to remember. So typically they would respond. At least from my experience, I get at least 98% response when I send that out. Don't worry, you watch it again when I send that out. And so here's the secret formula. So when they email you back their feedback and they send you 1 or 2 or 3 of their friends that they want to go through the service, here's the trick. You're going to send an email to those friends one at a time, and then you're going to CC the person that just had that experience with you and put your own email in there, right? So the email you put in there for them is, hey, your friend. Okay, so let's say Ajibade was the one that went through the session with me, and she referred Konyi to me, right? So I would say, hey, Konyi, your friend Ajibade just went through my Purpose breakthrough session, and then this is what she had to say about the experience. So you write a quote from that person and say, I am available on this date to book you for your session. Please let me know what time works best for you. I look forward to hearing from you. So here's what happens. 1, because it's a know, like, and trust circle, Konyi is more likely to respond because 1, she sees that Ajibade is CC'd on the email, and 2, Ajibade probably put friends that, Ajibade, you a girl or a man, it doesn't matter. That person, Ajibade, puts names of people that they're probably thinking about would appreciate this. So it's probably someone in their circle that they know, like, and trust. How you build a dependable, sufficient, strong business is tapping into the network of people that know, like, and trust you. If you have a network of people that know, like, and trust you, they will buy anything from you. And that, people, is the secret formula that I've used to build a 6-figure business in the last 11 years. So I actually have the swipe file for you. And I would love to send it to you. Now, is this something you guys would be interested in? If you are, let me know. I will send the link to Team Sheely's and they can share it with you. But I will share the exact swipe file. So what you do, obviously, when you get it, is you're going to replace it with your service or product or whatever you provide. You can switch the questions around if you want, but keep it simple. Don't change too much, and use that formula. And if you're consistent and you build it, you end up building a circle of people that know, like, and trust you, that it becomes a network of friends that support your business. And that's literally for the past 11 years how I built my business. I think I've only one time, maybe twice, pitched a client. All of my business, besides that, are all from people sending people to me. So one example, one of my, former mentees, P.O.W.E.R sent Iris to me, and Iris is a musical artist who turned around and sent David O to me. David O was my client for about 3-4 years because we did his music videos in Miami. So those videos that they did in Miami, my company organized and planned everything in days. And then David O's manager referred us to Vector the Viper. Like, it's a whole network. There's a formula for it. It works. You guys are in a network of She Leads Africa, of incredible women that have huge, amazing networks. The thing is, you have to deliver. If you know you're good at something and you want to get better at it, learn what you need to learn to make it good, to make it the best version of you. And so that way, when you say something is $1,000 or $10,000 or $5,000 or $2,000, $200, there's no argument because there's evidence of your work. So it's easy for someone to just write you a check. You have to do the work to build your brand to that level. So is anyone interested in that swipe file? Yes? Okay. I'm super late, super sad anyway. You can watch the replay. This is like, we got caught off after an hour. So we're going to wrap this up probably in the next, 10 minutes as well. Okay, so Team Sheely's, let me see if, share. Let me ask them if I can share the link for the swipe for my 6-figure formula. All right, I'm finding out if I can share the link, and I want to share with you guys, but that is the formula and the trick that I use, not even a trick, the strategy that I use to build a business based on a circle of people that know, like, and trust my work. And so I'm always learning. So I'm always going to webinars, even keep doing to keep getting better, so that as I increase my rates and increase my services that I offer, the people that are already in my network are confident in that. Now, the power is, you always have to think about clients as a legacy client. What is the value of a client, right? So you sign someone on at $100. If they come and sign up with business for you for the next, what is the value of their service to you over time? You have to consider that, so that you're not, yeah, exactly, no tricks. You have to consider that so that you're thinking of the lifetime value of your customers, not just a one-time thing. You always think, what is their value over time? Okay, so I had someone ask a question earlier, says, okay, Dino said, when you're done, please tell us more about using social media for personal branding. So here's the trick to using social media for your personal brand. It has to be authentically you. It has to represent your full, best, and authentic self, so that you're doing what you're supposed to do. You're helping people. You know how, for those of you who watched the earlier version, I talked about how you figure out your irresistible offer. So whatever you're sharing should always be things that your customers are looking for, right? So we also talked about, if you watch it again, we also talked about the 3 emotions that you want them to feel. Share things that are based on that emotion. Share quotes, share videos, do videos. Share content that is authentically you, but that provides value based on your purpose to your ideal customers. And I keep saying your ideal customers because not everybody is your customers. Not everybody's going to like what you have to do. Some people are not going to like this webinar. It's not for you then. If you like it and you get what you need out of it, then it's for you. That's how you have to think about your business. Everybody is not your target audience. And if you can understand that, then you understand you maybe only need 50 people to get what you need financially. Okay, so anyone have any questions? Any questions? Now it's question time. So while we're getting ready for you guys' question, I want to talk briefly with you guys about the Purpose Breakthrough Session. And so the Purpose Breakthrough Session is something I came up with about 5-6 years ago, and I worked with the genius to come up with it. And it's basically a 90-minute session that I developed to help you get crystal clear on what your purpose is, so that you can do what you love, help others, and earn profits from it. So some of the things you get out of it is you'll be able to identify where your purpose comes from and get clear on it. You'll be able to understand how your gift can help others. You'll be able to identify the exact type of person that you're designed to help with your purpose. You're going to know the exact emotions that you need to attract your ideal clients, who only you have been created to help. You're going to also do, this is one of the fun parts for me, you're going to be able to develop a list of services that you can offer hundreds of people, like the person that is your ideal client, and that will pay you without questions. And then you develop a brand statement that represents your best and authentic self. And something I shared with you guys today, you're going to understand better the irresistible offer that you can provide to the person who you are designed to support. So I help you get comfortable in accepting the simplicity of your purpose so that you can do what you love and actually help people and make money with it. So Team She Leads, can you please share the link for our lovely Motherland moguls to sign up for the Purpose Breakthrough session? I just shared you the link on the inside, so you can share it with them. Okay, so Koyin said, question, as a startup, how do you minimize the cost of publicity and PR? Also, it's difficult getting people to pay for your services at the beginning. Yes, it is. I spent 3 years building my business and reputation for my PR company before I started charging premium prices. So you have to do the work. So the way you have to think about it is the easiest way to minimize costs, you have to wear the hat. You have to do the job of everything. So if you have to wake up early, pay your price, pay your dues. You have to wake up early to do certain things. If you have to wake up to email somebody, if you have to, set up meetings, you have to do a lot of the work. And that is why it's a startup's time. You have to earn your keeps and earn your badge of honor, basically. And as you build your brand, again, the PDF that Team Sheila is going to share with you, I share with you how to position your brand for profit, for success, and to be an authority figure in your space. So there's certain things you need to do. And if you do it diligently and consistently, you can get there pretty fast. So look forward to that PDF from Team She Leads. Let me make sure that they send you guys that link, because like I said, the first 10 people that sign up for the Purpose Breakthrough session today will get my one-on-one time with the session. So share link, please. So I'm letting Team She Leads know to share link for you guys to sign up. Okay. All right, let's see. So Konya said, how can you convince your customers? Convince your customers to do what? Let me know. I'm very shy when it comes to networking. Any tips to overcome this? Yes, one of the simplest tricks is when it comes to networking, try to connect with the person who's planning the event and let them know, there's a lot of introverts out there. Let them know that, look, I'm a little bit of an introvert. I'm shy. I'm not really comfortable around people, but I would love your help connecting me with 1 or 2 people who you think I should know. So you want to get there early and connect to the person that's planning the event. And since they're the one planning it, they're actually usually more comfortable talking to anyone. So that's one of the simplest tricks. And for me, I'm an ambivert, which means sometimes I'm an introvert, sometimes I'm an extrovert. So those times when I feel like I'm introverted, I just connect with the person. I get there early, connect with the person who's planning the event, so that they'll connect me with 1 or 2 people. And that way I can find my little bubble and chill out, right? Hope that helps. Hashabi says, I am actually very shy when it comes to networking. Don't know if it is a fear of rejection. Yes, I totally understand. And I think the funny thing is you're not the only one. There's people in there that feel the same way you do. So I always think about it this way. Imagine if there's one person whose life you're supposed to change that is at this event. Just one person. There's 50,000 people in that room, but there's one person whose life you're supposed to change. If you can think about it that way, it is your job to find that one person. So you have to do what you need to do so that you can help that one person. So have them in your mind and not you. That way you're not, as an introvert, in your head. You're thinking, okay, so if you give your ideal customer, let's say her name is Lola, right? You're like, okay, I'm going to this event to find Lola because I want to help Lola. My destiny, my purpose is to help Lola. So you have that mindset that you just want to help that one person. And that way it can shift the focus on you. And I think that's usually when people get anxious. You're thinking about you, how I feel, and just get over yourself, get through yourself, and get to the fact that this networking event is one, either to help you learn or discover something or help you find the person you're supposed to help. And that should help. Any other questions? Team She Leads, can you share the link, please? I don't think I can share links here, guys. So I'm hoping they will share the link with you guys one more time. Let's see if I can share it, if it goes. Let's see. Nope, didn't go. They'll have to share it with you guys. Okay, so what's your opinion on balancing 9 to 5 with entrepreneurship as a startup? Testify to this. So I launched my company in 2007, and I didn't go full-time to 2009. So I had a full-time job, literally full-time job, as a director of marketing and PR for a company that plans classical music concerts in South Florida. Here's the challenge. Because it's classical music, I was working 80 hours a week. I don't even know how I was able to balance doing ICPR and this, but I knew because I was passionate about helping entrepreneurs get clear. I would spend my weekends on it. Whenever I would have breaks doing work, I would spend my break time on my phone, either texting people or sending email on my laptop, in my car. You do what you have to do. This is one of those woman up things. For those startup years, you do what you have to do. Obviously, you want to get rest when you need to, but there's times when you waste time on social media, you watch TV, all of those extra time, cut it off and focus on your business. That's what I did, and I was able to, build my business. And it's taken some time, but it's been a beautiful experience. Okay, Alamde says, is it okay to collaborate with like-minded organizations early in the journey? Yes, because it's a great opportunity, one, for you to learn and teamwork. But collaborate is different from partnering. So you want to be clear on, are you trying to partner or are you trying to collaborate? And absolutely. But I actually have a book coming out called Collaboration is the New Black. And the book is coming out with a friend of mine, my PR sister, Dorsey Kuti. And so I'll be sharing with you in this. So if you follow me on Instagram, let me put my Instagram account here. I'll be sharing with you in there sort of things that we share with our experience. I've done a lot of collaboration, some good, some bad. And Dorsey works with Shaka's team as Shaka Khan on her PR team as well. And she works with some other celebrities. So we're going to be sharing with you the power of collaboration and the things you need to think of and do when it comes to collaboration. But it's okay to collaborate with like-minded, meaning like-minded, right? So they're not competition, they're more complementary to what you're doing, but you want to be clear on, is it a collaboration or a partnership? So that's important. Any other questions? We have so many questions here, so let me answer one or two of these questions and then we'll wrap up. And Team She Leads, I would love for you to share the link so that we can have some of these awesome ladies sign up for a Purpose Breakthrough session. As we get started. Okay, so Dino said, what are some of the challenges you had when it came to funding for your business and how did you conquer them? Oh, that's a good question. So I will share two things with you. One of the challenges I had, so before I launched my company, I knew, because then I was 27 when I launched, and I knew I wanted to be a full-time entrepreneur before I turned 30. So I basically quit my job January 31st, I think, 2009. I planned for it, right? So in terms of funding my business, I planned for it enough. And I say enough because I had just bought a condo, so I saved enough for 6 months. And I had been basically working on my credit. Like I did all the things I needed to do before 2009. So in terms of funding for my business, I did my part. And so I started, bootstrap style. I used to do, so I do graphic design, and that was one of the things that was a skill that I learned just because I got tired of asking people to do things for me. So I do graphic design, and I use that as a strategy to raise money. So I did something called 555, and I remember this because I made so much money from that campaign. It was a 5-page website in 5 days for $500, and I think I raised maybe $7 grand doing that. And it was like something simple. So there's skills that you have that people will pay for. So I came up with strategies in terms of skills that I have to raise money for my business. So that was one. And then over time, one of the challenges that I knew, because your money will run out, right? When you're an entrepreneur and you're just starting out, and I launched my business at the height of the economy, with the depression. So when money ran out, I was like freaking out, like, oh my God, what am I going to do? And I just calmed down. My mother was like, all right, you have a network, tap into your network. And that's what I did. And that's when I started maximizing my network. So people started sending me business, and then I would give them a referral fee. So they would either get a discount or 10% of whatever the next person paid. So it was a win-win for everybody. So that's one of the strategies I use. And then the second thing I wanted to share with you is, for those of you who know, I do have a food brand called Afropolitan Chef. And one of the strategies I used to raise, I think $7,500 or $7,800 to print the book was crowdfunding. But there's a step and strategy to crowdfunding that I teach in my my course and program. So follow me on Instagram and I'll share that stuff with you if you're interested. Okay, so let's see. Sharon said, I'm 22, having passion about solving entrepreneurial challenges my fellows are going through. Don't know where to start. Okay. Oh, I know, right? Because it seems like you're young and then people are like, what do you know? So what you can start doing is something I said, if you watched earlier, start positioning yourself as an expert, no matter how young you are. You have, what's her name? Yara Sahidi positioning herself as a thought leader right now. She's young, same idea. Start writing what you know, because your perspective is different. No matter how many experts are out there. There's a fresh perspective that you provide. So that means online, start sharing content, start sharing blogs, start, maybe have a little party in your house with 5 or 6 of your girlfriends who are business people and do a little, girl hangouts, workshop type thing, and share something that you've learned, because your perspective, I'm telling you, nobody has that perspective. And so just start, which means start today. Share something on social media that you understand about those challenges. Start sharing. Just start sharing, like right now. That's it. Okay, anyone else have any other questions before I read 1 or 2 more questions? We have 5 minutes left. Okay, we're about to log off. So guys, if you have any questions, just follow me on Instagram. I would love to answer your questions. We'd love for you to, we're looking forward to you sign up for the Purpose Brand session. And thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to seeing you again. It was so awesome doing the powerful Purposeful Branding webinar with you. Take care, guys. What's your Instagram handle? All right, let me type it in. It's at Yetunde Shorters. Okay, awesome. See you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging in there. You have a wonderful day, and I look forward to you stepping fully into your purpose to transform your life and the life of others. I look forward to you signing up for the Purpose Breakthrough session so that you can get clear on your purpose, help people make money, and do it unapologetically. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful day and have a great summer. Bye.